Hello Scorpio, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I will be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So this could be someone that you've been in a relationship with, could be in the past, could be current, could be someone you've had a situationship with, could also be someone who you've exchanged glances with on many, many occasions, and you know there's something there, but no one's speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do channel through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that we need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I don't actually, sorry, card just fell down. I don't have the need to. Also, at the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you with some advice based on what shows up today. Oh my goodness, somebody here is very embarrassed. Someone feels extremely awkward. Just a very uncomfortable kind of situation, the way things are right now. You have a peekaboo card that was popping up. This is anger and rage. Okay. You have about 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are related to struggle here. This is your person of interest, but you could also be feeling these same feelings and emotions because the feeling is so intense. You may be going through it too. Here we have change, followed by doubt, selfhood, illusion, embracing the shadow, play, creativity, nourishment, anger and rage. Then we have cycles under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Scorpio, I feel that there's so much stagnation. Things are just stuck, like in thick molasses. We just can't move on. We just don't move on. And there needs to be a change, a drastic change. This change can't come slowly, organically, no. It has to be quick. And what I'm afraid of is, even if I change the way things are, I doubt that you would ever even want to be with me. I doubt that the faith and the trust that you once had is still as strong. The doubts that I feel, they make me unsure, uncertain about my decisions, about my plans, even the actions that I would be taking. And part of the reason is because I see that you have changed. Now I see you as someone who is very self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. Sure, you were many of these things before, but time changed, and time changed you. And that change also came from me. I hurt you. And now you are also very guarded. You are no longer that same person that I once knew. You second guess. You want to make sure. You suspect, and you are guarded. You've learned from the experience. The problem now is that it's intimidating for me because if I want to be back in your life, I don't know how to approach you. It's difficult for me to approach you. This happened not on its own. You changed because of the upsetting things that I have done. It was inevitable. And do I show that this bothers me? No, I don't. I don't show you at all. In your eyes, I seem extremely arrogant, rude, as if I'm cold, emotionally detached, as if I don't care. That's the way I want to appear for now, because I don't want to show how truly embarrassed I am, how embarrassed I feel, how upset I feel. So I hide behind a veil. I hide behind a false mask, and I don't tell you what I'm truly feeling. And because of this distant behavior that I have now, things have become very awkward. Now there's a feeling of awkwardness, not feeling comfortable. The environment is very uncomfortable now. And having any sort of approach is just difficult. It's challenging. You saw a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. A side of me that is dark, that I feel you never should have seen. But you did. It was inevitable. You saw this side, and you even embraced it, to some degree. But I want you to embrace all of me, even the dark side. Is that too much to ask? It might be, because that's why I hesitate, and that's why I keep my distance. I don't want to lose you as a friend. I really do care about you. Thinking about you makes my heart happy, just knowing that you're there. You're a friend, you're a confidant, you're somebody I can rely on, someone I can trust. You're very fun to be with. There's mischief in your eyes. You make me feel alive again, vibrant again. So happy. These are the things that I feel from you. Feeling so young again. That's like a spark that you ignite inside me. Only you have that ability. There's a part of me that wants to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. Weaving this web of love for everyone to see, where you are the center of my world. And I have caught you, and I keep you there. But we live together in peace and harmony. That is what I want. A lot has changed. Many things have changed. And there's this sense of nourishment that exists and fulfillment that I feel, that only you satisfy in my life on so many levels. You make me feel emotionally, spiritually, and physically fulfilled. And now that I know that you are and you could make the perfect mate, the perfect partner, it angers me and it just destroys me on the inside. It annoys me because of what has happened. I put both of us in this situation. But that was also because of some of the circumstances and the things that were going on. I now realize that what I did was wrong. Overall, it's hard for me to stop thinking about what happened. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about what I did to you. How things have changed. And I'm obsessing over the fact that I may just lose you altogether. This is now an obsession. And it's hard for me to let go. And this is why I need to make a change. Because things can no longer be as awkward as they are. All right. Scorpio. Interesting. This person is obsessing over you. They are thinking about you and they're thinking about what has happened constantly. And it's because they know that because of them certain things have changed. You've changed. Some of you may have changed, literally. Others of you may still be in that bubble of pain and hurt. And that's okay. Take your time to heal. Do not rush. The worst thing we do is rush and get into other relationships. So they see you as somebody who's very independent. You have a bow and arrow here. You're very guarded. It's not easy for this person to approach you anymore. Once upon a time, they could. Now they cannot. And that intimidates them, that scares them. They've lost the power that they had over you. So they hide behind a false veil. And they feel embarrassed. They feel angry at themselves. All right. Let's have a look at another set of cards here. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. Ooh, yikes. A whole lot of burdens. My. So this particular spread, I read in the reverse. And so some of you may have had this relationship with this person where they just simply ghosted you. And you're still wondering what happened. Others of you, there may have not been closure. And so it bothers you as well. This particular spread, I read in the reverse, and I have a look at what happened that caused the problem in the first place. Why did things go downhill? Okay, we have here the 10 of Staffs and the 8 of Staffs. Okay. This talks about how this person has taken on so much responsibility that it's become overwhelming for them. At the time as well, they were very overwhelmed with responsibilities. It says here, overwhelmed and burdened by responsibilities. Success that becomes overwhelming with its responsibility. There's a sense of creativity, success, and culmination. However, we're reading the reverse, so there's a lack of creativity at some point in time. There's a lack of success, a lack of culmination. And this is due to the fact that this person was so overwhelmed by burdens and responsibilities. Now, when somebody's overwhelmed by burdens and responsibilities, Oftentimes, these are responsibilities and burdens that they cannot let go of. It may be family related. It could be related to their finances. It could be anything, right? Some people are able to think logically and tell others and delegate their tasks. Okay, look, I got these 10 things. I'm completely overwhelmed. Can you please help me with 2 or 3? Right? But then you have some people that don't do that. They feel that the circumstances that they're in, it's so dire, it's so important that they have to do every single thing themselves. At the time, Scorpio, when you were with this person, back in the day, in the past, they were actually very overwhelmed. One of these staves should have been you, someone special in their life, where they could have taken responsibility. But the problem is, they were already saturated, like a sponge. I'm seeing a sponge, a normal sponge, and it's been put into water so much. And someone's put it back up on a shelf, and it's leaking because it's so oversaturated. It's just, there's no dry spot. There's no more place for it to absorb. So this person was overwhelmed. And when a person is overwhelmed, they cannot give you the time, energy, and effort that you need, that you deserve. Why? Because they don't have time. Some of you may wonder, well, if they really cared about me, if they really cared for me, they would have made the time. And that's fair. But sometimes people cannot make the time because they are not in the right state of mind. They do not have the right resources or help. Somebody may not have the help that they need. They have 10 burdens, 10 responsibilities. They may not be able to give number 8, 9, or 10 to somebody else because there's nobody to help them. Did they share this with you? No. This person seemed kind of secretive, actually, simply because I also saw the illusion card. They just didn't really want you to be involved in what was going on. It was almost embarrassing for them. It's like, oh, you can't handle life. You know, get your act together. Get your crap together. Here we also have the 8 of staves. Okay. Interesting. 8 of staves. Then we have the 10 of staves. Okay. The 8 of staves here, and I'm going to be reading the reverse, talks about a lack of communication that could have been sudden communication, but a lack of it. A lack of movement and a lack of release. This traditionally talks about energetic movement, quickness, and suddenness. Unknown information finally that could have been released to make sense of a situation, but it was not. This individual started to wait too long for communication, perhaps to the point where they thought that you should take the initiative to create waves of communication. They were waiting for others to make the first move, and they were starting to become passive-aggressive. Interesting. So this person knew that there was a lack of communication. What did they do? They took a step back, and they were expecting you to contact them. That's great. Wonderful. What happens when you contact them? They don't do anything. They just get an ego boost, right? Oh, my Scorpio called me. Yay. Good for them. But what happens? Did they initiate anything? Did they start anything with you? No, they didn't. Unfortunately, what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, some of you may feel that this person was selfish. They only thought about themselves. This is what I'm getting right now. Because of the way they behaved, it seems like they're like this. But I would tell you that, honestly, they just don't know any better. They shouldn't have done it. They could have avoided it. It should not have happened. But what I'm seeing here, the way things turned out, it really got messed up. What happened here was, with the 10 of staves, this person was so overwhelmed that they could not communicate with you anymore. They were just so overwhelmed. In their heart and their mind, they thought, yes, My Scorpio can reach out to me. I'm not going to reach out to my Scorpio. I don't have time to. But if they reach out to me, it's okay. The issue here, Scorpio, is when your person of interest is so busy, and if they expect you to reach out to them, what's going to happen? You will reach out, but they will not continue the conversation. They will, again, stay away and keep absent. They will not be in your life. Why? Because they are not ready. The time, energy, and effort will only be given to you when they are ready and when they have time and when these burdens and restrictions are a bit low. Then you can become part of their life. They were not able to communicate with you because they were busy, because they're overwhelmed. It's not just busy, being overwhelmed. They just couldn't think straight anymore. When you have a card like this where they expect you to communicate, it's an expectation that they have, but the problem is even if you do, they are not going to initiate communication from their side. That's why I just call this person slightly selfish. They have this selfish streak. They weren't thinking about you. They weren't putting themselves into your shoes. So this is something that this person was going through because they had nothing else to think about. They were overwhelmed. They weren't thinking straight. So like I said, were they malicious about it? Were they very, very mean about it? Like, did they do this on purpose to hurt you? Actually, no. They were simply overwhelmed to the point where their mind's not working straight. They think that you can reach out to them, but even if you do, what's the use? They won't be reaching out to you because they don't have the time. Yeah, sure, it's nice. You call them, you check up on them, that's it. But then where does that leave you, Scorpio? Waiting, right? Waiting for some time. Maybe they're going to call. Maybe they'll text back. But then there's this waiting game. And that's not fair. So this is something that happened in the past. I see this. Some of you might resonate with it. Some of you may not. But this is the reason, one of the reasons why certain things just did not turn out well in this connection. They may not have even told you that they were overwhelmed with so many things. Okay. I haven't, this was from a previous reading, 5 of Swords. This talks about victory, talks about success, but ego-oriented competition as well. Even arguments. I'm going to shuffle because I don't want to just pick that top card that just fell. Okay, there you go. We have here the Hangman. So here I'm looking into any kind of gorgeous card. Knight of Cups. Here I'm looking into any kind of action, any plan, any intentions that this person has. And boy, oh boy, they want you. Yes. Wonderful card, gorgeous card to have. Such one of my favorite cards is the Knight of Cups. And I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. A couple of minutes, probably. 8 of Cups. Oh my goodness gracious me, guys. 10 of Cups. Oh yeah. This is headed somewhere now, Scorpio. This person is out of the woods. They are now in the clear. They see this clearing and they're like, yes, now I can see things. Now things are clear. I'm not sure if this person has told you any of their deepest secrets, their deepest problems, but they've gone through something. Either they were going through something or somebody else was going through something and they were supporting them. Either way, they were extremely overwhelmed. Right now with you, the Hanged Man. They want to see what reaction you have according to what has happened. They want to see how you react. Have you changed? Are you still the same? What's going on? Then we have the Knight of Cups. This card indicates somebody who you have been interested in, a love interest from the past. If they had gone away for some time from your life, this card indicates that that love interest from your past is going to come back into your life. Slowly, steadily. There's this lovely cup of love that the sweet night is bringing back into your life. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous, and it is hardworking. Finally, there's a change. Finally. It's beautiful. Remember, this is not a king, but it's not a page either. This is someone in between, still learning, but they know what they want and they want you. Why are they coming back as a Knight of Cups? The next card is the Eight of Cups, because they truly want to move on from the situation that they are stuck in. Remember, you had the change card right in the beginning. So this person wants to make a change. They no longer want to be in the same situation as they were before. Things need to change. We also have here the Ten of Cups. Ultimately, they want peace and harmony, happiness, prosperity, joy. A love that lasts forever, happily ever after. That's what they want. So for some of you, this person wants to be with you as a couple. They want children, if not children. It could be pets, it could be fur babies. It could be any type of pet. A home, bright, sunny, happy days, building memories together. That's what this person truly wants. And they want to move on from the situation because that is what they're aiming for now. Gorgeous card under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, Eight of Pentacles. I call this in a love reading, the love workshop. Yeah, it's really nice. This person is going to put an effort into it. They're going to work on it. Work on what? Working on a strategy, how to come back into this person's life. How do I approach them? They love you so much that they don't care. They're going to give it their best shot. They're going to try. I'm surprised. It's a total different kind of reading here. I was not expecting this to happen. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's a lot of hard work. Person's coming back. Absolutely. There may be a little bit of contemplation time here where they're just thinking, how could I move forward? What should I do? But they're already doing that anyway, right now. By the illusion card, just kind of thinking, sitting back and just waiting. So I do see definitely there's going to be action. This individual is reaching out to you in the coming future. They have 100% intention of being with you for the long run. And they are starting to take action in their own life with themselves, maybe talking to people, getting some ideas. How do I approach my Scorpio? How do I get them back? How do I move forward? Because I love my Scorpio so much. Amazing. It's so nice. 10 out of 10, guys. This is a great reading. This really shows that this person, not only they're just going to come back, but they're actually working on it, right? They're making an effort. Very nice. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. Okay. This deck is Archangel Answer Cards. So I'm going to be looking into what the angels have to say. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel regarding your situation. All right. Scorpio. So you have your timeline, which is great. A few weeks can also be months. So within the next few weeks or months, yes, there will be big, happy changes. There's going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. If you believe within the next few months, so you have two short timelines here, but it's still, I would say, months. If you believe, then within the next few months, there will be a peaceful resolution. Very, very simple message here. There will be a peaceful resolution. So if there was upsetness or any type of grudges even, both of you will start to talk about certain things and there will be a peaceful resolution. Now you have your no perfect timing. So some of you may be thinking within the next few months, there may be some type of timeline there. For a tiny portion of you, it might not be within the next few months, but it is going to be in what we call divine timing, when the time is right. Remember, this person has a lot of changes to make. They have to move from this situation into a better situation. They have to construct and think about how they're going to do this. So all of that process, that will take time. So that is why it will happen in divine timing, but typically not when you're going to be thinking about it. It's going to be unexpected. So expect the unexpected. We also have here, choose a new direction. This talks about trying something different. In the past, you may have done something, let's say, structure ABC, okay? This time, let's try X, Y, Z. Try something different. Try a different approach. Try a different method. The destination will still be the same, but the route for you to get there, the roadway, the pathway, that may have changed. But ultimately, you will still get there. You just have to try a different approach when it comes to the situation, when it comes to this person. Very simple, straightforward message here from the angels, Scorpio. And there you have it. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I also wanted to mention that I have another channel for those of you who are new. You can see the link below in the description box. And that channel is called Asnointia Audio. So Asnointia Audio is a YouTube channel, and I've created it based on many of the scenarios and the problems that so many of the people that I encounter, they go through. So some of the videos / mostly they're audio recordings. That's why it's called Asnointia Audio. They're based on relationship-related issues. So in this connection, I did see a lot of hesitation, a lot of emotional detachment. So some of you may wish to have a look at that channel because I do touch upon those topics in some of the videos that I've uploaded. I also have videos on the spiritual connection. So many of you, because of that obsession card right in the beginning, many of you may actually be in a spiritual connection. So I do have videos on that as well. And for some of you, it may just clarify a whole lot of things. All right. Thank you, Scorpio, for tuning in. I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much. Bye now.